Hi, this is Amir Anzoor. I'm Chief Marketing Officer of Pakistan Software Export Board, where we run Tech Destination Pakistan. And today I have a special guest, Aqib Zulfiqar, who started his company a few years ago and graduate of FAST University in Islamabad and built up from his various experiences up to the point of becoming an entrepreneur himself, built up a services company, and then also now is building up a product company, and we'll get his introduction and his life story. So tell us, Akib, how did you get started in the technology field?
Yeah, thank you, Amit, so much for inviting me to your podcast. So I graduated back in 2015 from FAST. Then I started my first job with the Systems Limited. So that was the start of my career in IT. Then I moved to Dubai, started working as a data analyst in Dubai World Trade Center. So I was hired by a Pakistani company, Treehouse. So one day I had this idea and I talked with Muzaffar Bhai, the CEO of the tea house, and I pitched them the business idea like, let me open a backshore company in Pakistan and I will support you for mobile and web development. So that was my first company. I started in Lahore in 2018 with Muzaffar Bhai. It didn't went well. We worked for 2 years. But then in 2021, I started DevGate, and that was a purely services-based company. We started with 2 employees, and right now we have more than 50 people working for the DevGate.
So can you tell us how you got your first customer and then how you got your first 10 employees? So can you tell us how you got your first customer and then how you got your first 10 employees?
Yeah. So, till now, the way I got my first customer till now, the 80 to 85% businesses are coming through the same way, and that's your networking. And like we heard a lot, we read it like your network is your network. But in the business, I have experienced it. Like at the very first month when I started DevGate, and I just started to reach out my friends, my seniors in the university, because the people who graduated 4 years ago from us, they were in a good positions in different companies and international companies. They were abroad working in US, EU. So I just started to reach out to them. So one of them just got back to me. He was working in a big Pakistani company. So he got into a meeting. I had a deal, and that was my very first staff augmentation model project. And that client is still with me now. It's been 4 years, and we have done like millions of projects together. So after that, like that was the one thing we started approaching our network. Then, when we wanted to grow, then we started exploring the different avenues. We explored the email marketing. We heard about the cold calling. We explored that. Then the tech events that played a major role in our growth. So we attended GITEX with obviously with the PSAP. We attended the LEAP 3 times. We attended GITEX Morocco, London Tech Week, Web Summit Qatar. So these events like made a huge impact in our growth. So then LinkedIn outreach, sales navigator, these are the different marketing and sales strategies we are employing in our company. But still, most of the our projects revenue we are getting through our networking.
So you went to events with Pakistan Software Export Board where we take people
Yeah,
to events like GITEX in Dubai. What made
yeah.
them successful? What do you think makes it good? Because you invest money, we as Pakistan Software Export Board invest money. What do you think makes a good event? How can one be prepared? Other companies that want to pick up clients at these events, how can they do that?
Yeah, at the very start when I was thinking about to go on a national tech event, I was very confused about it because it's not like it's a lot of money. You need to buy a booth, you have to travel, you need to pay the expenses to be there. But I said like take a risk. But it's a great platform because you are sitting in a Pakistan, you are reaching out to different clients. They sometimes they get on a meeting, sometimes they don't. They trust you. They don't know who are you, how much resources you got. But when you are on an event, you have like hundreds of thousands of people there. There are the opportunities just walking by you, and you have to grab it. So we at the very first Jatix, we got a small booth, 2 by 2. We put our standee there. We had some our material, marketing material, and in the first 2 or 3 hours, we were not very happy because no one was coming to our booth. But the moment it hit it, like we never got a chance to sit on a chair. The people are coming to you. The people are looking for software development companies out there. They are looking for the collaborations, partnerships. So you then other than the business, you got a lot of idea. You see the other world, other companies in different area regions, what they are doing. So you got the idea for products, you got the idea for new developments, you got the idea where the world is leading. So I think the tech events are very important for everyone. You if you can bear the expense of exhibition, do exhibit. If you can't exhibit, go and just visit the tech events. Go as a visitor, be a part of delegations, which PSAP took, and it's a great exposure.
Excellent. Excellent. So, and how did you end up growing your business? Did you have a plan? I want to grow to 50 people. Did you have some sort of business plan, or did you just go out and do it?
Yeah, so like at the when I started my career, I really didn't have an idea like I will end up becoming an entrepreneur. Like when I was in an interview with a Systems Limited VP, and the very first time someone asked me like, "What do you want to do with your life?" So at that moment in that interview, I just said I want to do business, and then he asked, "What business you want to do?" I said like I want to do the IT business. I didn't really had any idea how the IT business is run, how you get the client, how you deliver it. But at that moment, I just decided it. I have to become an entrepreneur, and I have to start my IT company in Pakistan. When again which I was lacking is was proper business experience, because I didn't had in my family. I didn't studied the business. I was purely, my background was from computer sciences, so I didn't know anything about it. But when I started meeting with the people, the other people running IT companies in Pakistan, they helped me a lot. They taught me how you run a company. They told me like, now you are a company of 10 people. Now you have to set a goal for this year or a next year. What do you want to do? Like for example, in 2021, there was like a lot of leads coming for blockchain, and we didn't had any resources for the blockchain. Then we set a target like in 2020, at the end of 2022, we will observe the trend of blockchain. If it's still in the market, we will start building the capacity in house. So then we started putting a goal ahead of us. Like at the end of this year, we have to be at this level. At the end of next year, we have to be at this level. So again, we were missing the KSA region. So in 2022, we took that decision like we have to enter the KSA, Saudi Arabia, because the IT is getting booming there. People are investing in the IT in Saudi Arabia now. Then we again applied for leave, and we went there. We had a great collaboration in Saudi Arabia. We have one of our partner there. So then we became the 50 people company at the end of 2024. Now, what we are aiming is basically at the end of 2025 to become a 100 people company in this year.
Excellent. That's amazing growth. And is it yourself that's the founder, or do you have partners with you in the business?
Yeah. At the start, I started by just by myself. I was owning the 100% of this company, but again, I was not very much into the coding. I still don't know how to code. I was from the background of data analytics. Like I know the Power BI, SQL, but I don't know about like mean stack, one stack, how to code. So then I realized, like my first company I told you about, I failed that company because I was a one man army. So that was my very first lesson. You can't do everything by yourself. You have to let go some of domains. You have to trust your team. You have to decide your duties and responsibilities, and you work within your boundaries. Then you can grow. Otherwise, you will just stuck in a circle. You will be the finance manager. You will be the CEO. You are the HR. You are handling everything, and you will end up failing everything. So when I started DevGate, I started putting my core team. So I found one guy, Khazi Abubakar. He is my CTO and my partner. We started working together. We had an agreement, like we worked for 1 year, and if we like each other, our personality suits, we think we can go for a lifetime partnership. Then we will sign the contract, and I will hand over the agreed percentage to you. The same way, at the moment, like I am holding the majority shares, but I have two other partners, and they are totally uh, like they are responsible for the delivery. So one is expert in mobile, the other one is the web. So they are holding everything.
Excellent. So you have sort of expertise inside your company, and then with those
Yes,
expertise, you have co-founders or
co-founders,
partners within that.
partners.
So that allows
Yeah,
you to scale.
yes, because if you are the CEO, it's not your duty to go and check what's the process on the what's the progress on the project, how percentage you have delivered, if there's any bug, or if the QA team is not working, or if developer is not working. It's not your job. Your job is to grow the company. Your job is to uh, stabilize the finances. Your job is to generate the revenue. That's your responsibility. So like in 2022, I totally stopped working on actual projects. My only goal and total focus was to get the more revenue, to get the more clients, to do the collaborations. So that was my Khazia, Walker, and Kamar, and then AHA, they totally took over the operations and the delivery sites. So till date, we are working in the same way. We do have the meetings. We do consult each other when we are stuck somewhere in our domains, but we know our jobs, our responsibilities, and we work within our uh, titles.
And how do you, so you're this main sales engine in your company. How
Yeah.
did you learn about sales and how did you get out of your comfort zone to learn about selling to international clients from all over the world? And what is the different types of selling you have to do to an American compared to European, compared to Canadian?
Yeah. So in different regions, we have different challenges. For first of all, from my side, I like sometimes you don't comfortable to approach everyone. You shy, you hesitate, like you don't want someone to say some bad thing to you. For example, at our very first Jitix, we went to a company. They were an recruitment company based in USA. That was the very first sales pitch face to face for myself. We went to that guy, and he just went on us like, you guys are in a tech event and you are holding the papers in your hand. Which type of IT company you guys are? Like, you don't have the concept of the IT or marketing. And I was like, I have wasted the money, I have wasted the time, everything what I have done. So like my confidence went from this level to this within like just 5 minutes. So I was coming back to my pod, and I saw everyone has the paper material, marketing material. I said I wasn't doing anything, like something strange. So you have to be a good listener. For a salesperson, you have to be a good talker. Like, you have to propose a solution of the client's problem. And the very first thing, you have to listen to your client. So you have to give the room so they can explain what they are experiencing. Most of our salesperson, what they do, they just go to someone and start talking. We do this, we do this, we do this, we do this, we do this. No, ask your client what they want. If there's any issue, if there's any problem they are facing, just listen to your client and then propose the solution, and it will just get along with your clients. So then if we talk about the different clients in different regions, like from my experience, the clients in US, Canada, or Europe, they are very well learned, well educated. Whenever they get an IT project to you, that project will be very well documented. You just have to deliver that scope you have signed with them. But when we talk about our neighbor regions, you have to be very careful with your documentation, because if you don't close the scope with them, they will just drag you along and you will end up doing the 200 or 300% work which you have agreed. So that was, but again, it's for everyone. You have to be very careful with your documentation, with your agreements, with your scopes. So it is purely for your uh, uh, for salesperson. Then there are rates. I have see some people, they are very rigid about their rates. The companies who are just started, who wanted to grow, you just don't listen to everyone. Like they are working on a $50 per hour, or they are working on $100 per hour. You don't have to compete with them. You have to see your capacity, your skill set, and what client is asking and what's client's background, and just deliver them. Focus on getting the clients, delivering the projects, and focus, like there are two concepts. One is basically sell in less quantity with a bigger margins, and the other concept is sell more quantity with small margins. So I am the person who believe and focus get more clients, even you are like your profit margin is 5 or 10% or 20%. The more clients will be more beneficial, rather than just working one or two clients on a big margin, because the day those clients will sign off or end the projects, your company might like closed. I have seen a few companies which got closed because they are working with only one client, and the day the client ended the agreement, they had nothing in their hands.
Okay, excellent. And how do you charge for your clients? Do you do it hourly? How do you come up with a typical deal with your services clients?
There's one model in IT business, and there's I like the most, and there's stock augmentation. So, and this model boomed in COVID area because people moved from offices to remote. And when the EU company, the US company saw you have to be remote 100%, and there wasn't any issue being remote in US or Pakistan or India or Nepal, anywhere. So that was the boom of stock augmentation. So till now, we have two models mainly we are working in. One is stock augmentation, where we give our resources to our clients. So they work as a part of our client's team, but they still sit in our offices and they are on our payroll. We get paid by the client on monthly basis. So that's the one model, and we are, you can say that Git is working on 60% on stock augmentation business. Then the 40% we're working is basically the typical end-to-end software solutions. So you get the requirement from a client, you submit the proposal, you close the deal, and you deliver the complete project to your client, and then you start or you move to your next project. So those are the two models we are working currently.
So staff augmentation, can you give us a range of how much you charge your clients, typically for a
Yeah,
resource, and what do they get?
yeah. So on staff augmentation, you can say there's a like a wide range. We work from $1,500 per month to $5,000 per month. So it depends which technology, number of years of experience client is looking for, and again, the region matters. So if you are in UAE or KSA, Kuwait, the rate is not very high in those regions because they know the Pakistan, India, Bangladesh markets. So there is when you just introduce yourself, you are from Pakistan or you're from India, they just less down the rates. They will just right away come to the 10 or 12 or $15 per hour. But when you are in USA, you are selling in USA, you're selling in Europe. If your resources has a good skill set, they have a good communication, you have a good portfolio on or your company, you got very good rates.
Okay, excellent. And so you also registered your company in Canada, right?
Yeah.
Is it easy to do sitting remotely from Pakistan to do it in Canada, or was it because your brother was based there and then he could do
Yeah.
it? Or is it like US, I believe like US and UK, you can sit and register your companies just from sitting in Pakistan?
Yeah, no, it's not like USA, like it's easy to register an LLC in the USA, but it's not that easy to register in Canada. We got the benefit. My younger brother was in Canada, so we registered our corporation in Toronto, and then we moved on. The basic purpose to get registered there was to build the trust of our clients because sometimes they when they are signing up big projects they don't know you personally, you don't have a big impact as a like DevGate is a 50 people's company, so like people don't know us in the US, so they don't have a trust. They want something. If something went wrong, so they can pursue us, they can take some legal actions. So that was the purpose we got registered in Canada. So we give the confidence and trust to our clients. So we are registered here. So if something will went wrong, so you have the right and you have the approach to take the legal actions against us. And it played very well in terms of getting clients' confidence.
Okay, excellent. So that's about getting the client's confidence. You can say to them you're in their home country or
Own
somewhere
country.
abroad. Okay, great.
Yeah, yeah,
And
like still
yeah,
the same in the KSA as well. Like in Saudi Arabia, whenever you are talking to someone, they will ask you like if you are registered in Saudi Arabia or even if you are registered in GCC somewhere. So what we did, we found a very good company in Riyadh. So their main business was in streaming and hardware. So they didn't have their IT team, a software development for. So we had a partnership with them. So now they are our front face. They allowed us to mention their address as our company's address. So they have offered, like we have office there. We can go anytime and use their office facilities. And when we have to do any official agreements, so they do the official agreement on our behalf. So it's very necessary to register your company, or if you do, you can't register yourself in other regions, so do the proper collaborations or partnerships so the clients in that region get the confidence and trust on you.
excellent. So getting partnerships is a good way to grow as well, right? So you don't have to build everything from scratch.
Yeah, like why you have to like for example, if there's more than 150 countries in the world, so you don't have to be registered everywhere. So just find the suitable partners for yourself and do the collaborations. So if I go to Saudi Arabia today, I will get registered. I have to pay the fees. I have to get the office. Then I have to start building the network as well. I have to do the marketing as well. One company is already there. Maybe they are working from last 10 to 20 years. So they have the network, they have the marketing there, they have the presence. Just do the collaboration where you get the benefits and they should get the benefit as well. So it should be a win-win for both.
And do you specialize now in a particular niche of software development, like blockchain, for instance, or geography, or is there some sort of specialism, or you haven't found that yet?
Like on AI, we are just started working on AI as well because there's a lot of demand and the trend is shifting towards the AI. So we are trying to build some products as well. So Till now, we have worked generically in software development. Like we worked in the retail business, we worked in fintech, we worked with the ride sharing model as well. So our major focus was on Munstack and mobile apps. So then 1 year back, we shifted towards the AI as well. So, like again, when people ask about the AI, I just tell them like you don't have to worry about it. You have to learn it because the expectations of the client will change now. So you have to change with the coming market, with the coming trends. So on the niche side, uh, one thing we were missing that was the big ERPs like Microsoft, AWS, and Oracle. So recently we have found a very good collaboration with the Oracle as well. So now we are adding the Oracle implementations and upgradations in our portfolio as
Okay, excellent. And then if you go into the enterprise market, I guess it's bigger
well. Yeah,
margins and bigger.
yeah, and that's a whole new game.
Is it a whole new game selling to small businesses as opposed to enterprise?
Yes, yes, definitely, definitely. Like for example, if you are selling to a small company, so you have to always on your toes. You are always looking for the product because the like in our last 3 months, our you can say every projects are from like 4 to 6 months. So you get the projects, you have to deliver, you have to look for the new one because when you are working with the SMEs or the startups, you don't have a big margin, so you don't keep your team on bench even for the 2 or 3 months, the company like me, we don't afford it. So for the sales, you always have to be on toes. So, but when you are working with enterprises, so there are big projects. So like even you get the support for the 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. You got one upgradation, and this upgradation will take like 8 months or 10 months, and it will just go on. And like it's very hard to get out of it because they are using it. They are building the new domains, the new departments based on the same software. Because in the small, medium companies, they try one thing, they move to the next thing. The enterprises, they are using the same software from maybe last 10 or 15 years. So they just upgrading it, they are modifying it. So like enterprises is like it's not easy to get into the enterprises, but once you are there, it's a whole new game and a new venue for you.
Excellent. And what advice would you have for entrepreneurs that are starting out in their careers, start their business like you've done? What advice would you give them?
Yeah, like there are two things I want to say. One thing is basically don't be afraid. Like I don't know how to start. Just take a step and clear your mind, and whatever you want to do it. If you want to do business, you or you think you can handle pressure, you have a vision. If you don't have a vision, don't get into the business. For example, for myself, when I came back from Dubai to Pakistan, my only vision was to start a company in Pakistan to create a job opportunities in Pakistan. That was my vision. So I'm still holding my that vision, and I'm still working towards is to create more and more jobs in Pakistan. But if you are good at job, if you're good at coding, you have interest in job, do it. I gave the examples of some people to the students in the universities. Like there's no comparison between job and a business. Each of them has their pros and cons. If you want to do the job, do like Asif Peer. We have one of very on our example in Pakistan. The CEO of Systems Limited, Asif Peer, started as a software engineer in Systems Limited, and he became the CEO of Systems Limited. You want to do a job, do it like it. So people joined Google and they became the CEO of Google. People join the companies, and then you have to improve yourself. You have to start going on the ladder. Don't get stuck into your comfort zone. Even you are doing the business or you're doing the job, don't stuck into your comfort zone. And if you get into a business, it's very easy to say. We hear every day we read everywhere, just don't quit. Keep it, try it again and again. There's nothing like this in business. Like you start your company, we write very proudly like self-employed, or this guy has his own business. He don't have to worry about anything. But brother, when you are in business, now you're working 24 by 7. Like now your tension is not that like I didn't get the pay at this month or my salary is late. You will be worried about the other 50 people sitting in my company. They are waiting for the salaries. You have to pay them. Your tensions, your worries become different. So whatever you like, whatever you just follow your passion, is either job or business. But when you are business, just don't quit it.
Okay, excellent. Yeah, payroll, meeting payroll, and all this is not
Yeah,
never
exactly.
easy. And there's like when I had a business previously, it was, you're free and you're an entrepreneur and all this, but then you realize you have so many responsibilities for so many
Responsibilities.
people.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
now you're also developing a product-based business. Can you tell us about that? Daftar
Yeah,
Pro?
Dr. Pro, yeah, from like 1.5 years ago. So it was basically turned from our own problems. We were a startup, we became an SME. So in the start, we were using the Excel sheets to manage everything like HR, finance, invoices, leads, everything was managed in the Excel sheets. So then we started exploring because in Excel sheets, it's very hard to keep the data and then get the analysis out of it. You have scattered data everywhere. HR is using his own Excel sheets. Finance is using its own Excel sheets. I'm using the for sales Excel sheets. So then we started exploring the different options available in the market. So there was like Soho, there was Odoo, other big products, and we like were not. It's not affordable for us as a point of view from the startups. Then I thought about like, let's build one product which can handle all the operations in a company. So it should be the HR, finance, CRM, clients, then recruitment process, then your messaging and calling app, then analysis of your company, reports. So that was the idea behind this product, and we started half a year ago. We have launched this product named Tufter Pro 3 months ago. We got few clients. Some of clients are using as our beta users. So hopefully it will go very well because we have studied a lot in the region. Our main target market is startup and SMEs in Pakistan, mainly in GCC and in Africa as well.
Excellent. And how do you get your first customer doing that?
Doing that. Yeah. So for Dr. Pro, again, so whenever we are going into a meeting, even we are selling our services, but at the end of every meeting or in every sales pitch, somehow I just tell them like we have our product as well. That's named Dr. Pro. We are working on it. We want you to get on board it and give us the feedback. So like that's like that was somehow we started getting into the conversation about the Daftar Pro. So like I when we started DevGate, one thing I told to my partners, like I told them like the maid working in your house should know about your company as well. Like the purpose was everyone in your circle, your friends, your relatives, everyone in your circle should know about your business when you are doing the business, because it will go mouth to mouth and you will start getting the leads, and that's you build your network and your business
Excellent. Pitch everywhere. So that's great.
everywhere.
Great. Aqib, so much. Thank you so much for your time. Where can people connect with you and reach out to you? And tell us why you wanted to be on the podcast as well. I liked your reasoning.
Yeah. So you guys can reach me out on my LinkedIn. It's Aqib Zulfiqar. See you at DevGate. You can see. So my main purpose to get on this podcast was to just educate or motivate the next generation or younger generation of Pakistan. I just want you guys to get into the IT business. This is the very, like you can say, the business which doesn't require very much investment to start. Because I'm the one example sitting in front of you. I don't have the family background which can invest a lot of money in a business to start with. Like I didn't had you don't have to. You can start this IT company just sitting in your room. So you have just focus on getting the business, getting the projects. Don't start with building the team and then finding the projects. That's where some people do the wrong, and that's where they close their companies after 6 or 12 months. Just start reaching out to people on LinkedIn, on emails, on Upwork, anywhere. Just focus on getting the projects. You can outsource it and then just keep building your team.